Hey guys, back with another video. Today we're talking about BRC20s and Ordinals, why you should be paying attention. So let's get right into it. So the last couple of weeks have been really big for BRC20s and Ordinals. Really the two major stories, maybe three, but really the top two are Bitcoin frogs, which is an Ordinal that did about 100% move in about a week. And, that's when NFTs in general have just been getting beaten down. So that was, big news, number one. Number two is this BRC20 called Sats, different than Sats, the smallest part of a Bitcoin. Sats is a BRC20 token, which had been minting really ever since BRC20s were first created, because it had such a huge supply. It took a very long time to mint out, and it finally minted out. And then it was announced that it will serve some type of utility in the BRC20 swap that Unisat has released. So, it's gone crazy. The market cap is something around $120 million. It's gone up like 100% in the last few days, maybe a little bit more. I'm happy because I minted a decent amount of them. It's only worth I think a little over $200 at this moment in time, but yeah, so those are the two major stories that have a lot of excitement building up in the BRC20 and Ordinal space. Now, that aside, I want to go over some reasons why it's, beneficial to get into that space. Maybe not put money, because I'm not making any financial I'm not making any financial advice in this video, but I think you should at the very least be in it, be paying attention. And these are the reasons why. So number one, obviously it's being built on Bitcoin, which is the largest cryptocurrency by market cap. The safest cryptocurrency by market cap. So, and yet this is we're so early in the space of BRC20s and Ordinals. Now, my favorite BRC20, for example, is one that's called TRAC, T-R-A-C is the ticker. Now, the market cap for this is, give or take, around $10 million. And, that is very tiny when it's one of the major BRC20s on Bitcoin, which Bitcoin's market cap, of course, I actually haven't checked in a while, but I could be completely wrong. I might embarrass myself here, but I'm going to say it's around $800 billion, something like that, maybe a bit less. So, TRAC being one of the most interesting BRC20s, is only a $10 million market cap. That on its own, might make you want to pay attention. Combined with that, talking about BRC20 specifically, they don't have any inflation. They don't have any dilution that happens because they're all minted out from the beginning. Now, this is massive, especially if you're a longer term investor and not just a trader, because you're not going to be diluted like you're going to be in every other single crypto, especially new ones. All the new ones with all the new hype, they're the ones that are going to get diluted the most. Things like Aptos, Sui, a lot of the newer generation tokens, there's a lot of dilution coming to those. Not the case for BRC20 tokens. Even if they're completely new, they just came out, they're still fully minted out, there's no dilution coming. So that's a major plus for us retail investors. We also don't have to worry about VCs dumping on us. So that's another big plus. Now let's get into Bitcoin Ordinals a little bit. Now, I'm not an expert on NFTs and Bitcoin Ordinals. I definitely want to continue getting educated on some of the technicals of Ordinals and NFTs, but my understanding is that the vast majority of NFTs are not stored on chain. So a lot of the time, I believe it's Amazon Web Services or some other third party that are really storing the image. So they're not actually stored on chain. So a lot of people have issues with that, including Elon Musk. You know, he brought that up actually on Joe Rogan's podcast earlier this week. That again, that NFTs are not stored on chain. My understanding is that this is not the case with Bitcoin Ordinals. So not only is it an NFT on Bitcoin, which already is pretty cool, they're actually stored on chain, unlike other NFTs. So that's a major plus with Bitcoin Ordinals. So these are really just some of the major reasons why I think this really early industry of BRC20s and Bitcoin Ordinals is something to focus on, to pay attention. Yeah, I would just do a lot of research. I personally am invested in only a few things in the space, but I have a decent amount of money in those things. For me, it's Bitcoin Frogs. I only have 2 now. I sold one after this pump. And Track, which I have a good amount of Track. And apparently Track is doing an airdrop. It's a little bit confusing how it works, but I mean, all you have to do is hold Track to get the airdrop. But all the details around that, you know, what they're building is a little bit more confusing to explain. So maybe I'll try to explain that in another video. But so yeah, those are my thoughts on BRC20s and Ordinals. So if you like the video, leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next video.